On Friday, I'm going to be sleeping rough. I'm going to be sleeping in a box in a field for the whole night in order to raise some money for a homeless charity. And now there's a couple of different directions on how I could incorporate this whole thing into the video this week. One hand, I could do the whole slow motion montage with emotive piano music, rolling off a whole monologue about how homelessness is a rising issue and just all those kind of platitudes. But I feel that would be quite condescending, quite patronising and a little bit contrived. So I want to come at it from a different angle. But coming at it from this other angle means I'm opening myself up to the virtue police. So instead, the direction I want to come at this from is just by taking the piss out of myself for being a hummus-eating southern fairy who has to sleep in a box for a night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trust that our community are going to see beyond the veil of humour that I'm draping over this whole issue and understand that I still want to raise awareness, but just from a different angle. I hope that makes sense. On with the show. I don't know how I'm going to sleep a whole night in a sleeping bag in a field.
You are a massive princess as well. It's not like you're
I'm not Ray Mears.
You're not what's that guy? Bear Grylls.
I'm nothing like that. I'm a soft twat.
You get annoyed if the bed sheets are creased.
I can't deal with creased bed sheets. We've already raised £1,300, and all these people want to see me sleep outside for a whole night.
I love your cake.
I know, I love my cake too.
You're just gonna have to man up and do it.
It's easy
I'll
for
probably
you to
get told
say.
off for saying that.
Oh yeah, you got
Man
to say woman up. You got to say person up. Person up.
Why don't you just person up?
I love 2018.
Oh, everything is offensive.
Yeah, you're only allowed boxes and a sleeping bag. So I'm thinking I'll get loads of boxes and make like a bungalow out of boxes with duct tape. Just stick them all together, make a little ensuite.
Good luck with that.
I just don't know
Would
how
you
they do
even be
this.
allowed to do that? I don't
Well,
think
they
you
said they didn't say how much cardboard I'm allowed, so I can just bring tons of cardboard.
So the whole point is to show you how horrible it is to sleep rough.
I'm not used to it though. I'm too soft. Like I'm not hardened.
Yeah, there you are, sipping your tea and eating your rock cake. Your world's going to come crashing down on Friday night.
I have a lot of B-roll and not much else, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to read you an old Japanese story called Hanasaka-Ji-san, which I've translated, heavily modified and made culturally relevant. Let's begin. An old childless couple loved Terry, their dog. One day Terry dug up their back garden and unearthed a box of gold pieces. Their neighbour, who was looking through the window at the time, thought Terry, the dog, must be able to somehow find treasure, and managed to borrow the dog Terry while the couple went to Sainsbury's for their weekly shop. When it dug up the neighbour's garden, all the dog unearthed were some bones, an old boot, and a badly decaying Best of Dance Mania 1995 CD, so in a rage he killed Terry. When the childless couple got back from Sainsbury's, he told them the dog had suddenly died mysteriously. The childless couple grieved and buried the dog under their crabapple tree where Terry had found the treasure. One night the dog's master dreamed that Terry told him to chop off a branch of the crabapple tree and carve a wooden bowl from it. He told his wife, who said she had the exact same dream, meaning they must do as the dog asked immediately. Unsure what to do with their new wooden bowl, they decided to use it for their Kellogg's Fruit and Fibre cereal that they purchased at Sainsbury's a few days before. It was on special offer, buy one get one free. As soon as they poured in the Kellogg's Fruit and Fibre cereal, the cereal turned into gold. The neighbour heard the screams of joy and jubilation and asked to borrow the wooden bowl. But his Kellogg's Fruit and Fibre turned not into gold but into foul-smelling berries, so he burned the wooden bowl. That night in a dream, Terry the dog told his master to take the ashes from the bowl and sprinkle them on the crabapple tree. As soon as they sprinkled the ashes at the base of the tree, magically the sour-tasting crabapples turned into solid gold crabapples. The neighbour saw this all unfold through his window and one night snuck over the fence and collected a few of the ashes at the base of the tree. The next day he tried to do the same to his crabapple tree, but the ashes blew into the eyes of a policeman that was walking nearby. The policeman arrested the neighbour and threw him into prison. When he was eventually let out of prison, his village would not let him live there anymore, and he could not, with his wicked ways, find a new home anywhere within about a 25-mile radius. And that is roughly how the old Japanese story of Hanasaka-Ji-san goes. I can assure you my culturally relevant, updated version makes a lot more sense than the original version, which is super weird. I guess the moral of the story is, don't be bitter, and don't kill anyone's dog.
Mwah.
Come on then, mister.
Have fun at show and tell.
I will. Why, mummy, darling, love, dearest darling, love of my life.
You could.
there's some dirty socks there.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I needed to see that. Right, mister, are you ready to go to nursery now?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't want to stay at home and help me edit the videos?
Yeah.
You want to stay at home and help me edit the videos?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't go to nursery?
No.
Okay, let's stay at home then.
Are we gonna do that?
What, stay at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to stay at home?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Trying to double bluff you. We're going to nursery and you're going to go play with all your friends and do your show and tell and you're going to have a great day. And mummy and daddy, most importantly, are going to have a break.
Ruth is having nap. He's having a nap. And so I have decided to take this opportunity to take myself to a very gentle yoga class. I'm gonna go to a very gentle one. I'm imagining it's just gonna be me and a bunch of old ladies. But I just would like to have that like zen moment in my mind. Just that like hour to myself that I don't feel guilty for, because I am really bad at doing things myself recently and feeling guilty for doing anything for myself. So I'm like, I need to just do it. I need to just go to a class and feel good and feel calm and meditate a little bit. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Grayson, who do you prefer, mummy or daddy?
Mummy and Daddy.
Oh, well played.
I'm not going to take you into the class because I feel like people in Bath would think that that was very weird.
Do you know what a bear hug is?
No.
It's like you squeeze somebody as hard as you can. Shall I do it?
Yeah.
Also, I feel like I'm not going to be very good at it because I haven't done it in so long.
Right, no stealing anything at nursery today, okay?
Okay.
No stealing. I want you to get out of that habit of stealing stuff. I'm not raising a thief. Parents are the ones that mould you guys into what you grow up to be like. So if you end up being an absolute bellend, then that's going to be my fault. And mummy's fault. Probably more her fault.
It is literally me and a bunch of old ladies.
Looks like we have an awake baby. Let's go get him. Your primary carer is doing some yoga. So it is daddy daycare.
So I've done my little yoga class. Now I feel all nice and zen and calm. I'm so stiff just from not doing anything for such a long time. I'm really glad I went to the gentle one.
Can I get that bogey? Are you going to freak out? What is it with you and having your nose wiped? Bit there, just that bit there. There we go. It's gone. Don't freak out, don't freak out, don't freak out. It's just a bit of bogey you want to get rid of. I don't know why that's such a big deal to you. It's like I'm waterboarding you or something.
I picked up some thank you cards because I've decided to send them out to all my best customers. I'm just going to wait here for a taxi. I've decided to send them out to all of my most returning customers in Maggs London, because I'm planning on taking Maggs London back. Well, I have taken Maggs London back into I guess my own control. I will talk more about that later, but I thought it would be a really nice thing to do, just to send thank you cards to the customers who keep returning and that are just loyal and yeah, keep us afloat basically.
You got anything to say to everyone? Do you want to say anything to everyone there? I literally can't handle how cute he is these days. He seems to be getting cuter and cuter.
Anyway, I'm gonna go and eat my sausage roll now. Fun times out with Hannah.
I love you, Wolfer. Yeah, you're an old chug chug. Right, do you want to get downstairs and play in that horrible bouncer that Mummy bought you? You want to play in that? Yeah? Okay, let's go. You got to see this thing. It's disgusting. Look at this. Yeah. The most grotesque thing I think we've ever owned. But he seems to love it, so that's the main thing. Hey Rufus, do you drive? Do you drive? Do you avocado? Come on, you skanks. bet you I've eaten thousands of chickens. I'm going to acknowledge all the chickens I ate for a second.
I remember when you used to just eat packets of chicken. I used to think you were really weird.
That's how I think I got you, you know. I was super into my fitness.
I love how delusional you are.
Well, it definitely wasn't my face. It definitely wasn't my chat.
That's how I got you, my fitness.
It was.
It's totally not how you got me.
He keeps himself in shape. How was I?
No, I wasn't. I didn't care about that.
Oh, I thought maybe that was it.
Now we're married, I realise it's probably recycled chat from all the other girls you've dated. But hey, at the time it worked.
No, it's not. It was original
look
chat.
at your face.
I don't know if it was recycled chat or not.
There's a system that you would go around.
There was not a system.
There was a system to get. It is time to pick up Gracie. Let's go. How was nursery today?
Fine.
Yeah? Who do you play with?
Sky.
Sky's girlfriend number 2. Grayson made me a cake for Mother's Day today. It says, I love my mummy because she loves me. He's also made a gingerbread puppet, but he's in my bad books because he just ran away from me up the road and I couldn't see him anywhere, so it freaked me out a bit, so he's in trouble again. Oh, dearie me.
Tom? Yeah? Come and look at this.
My friend Amy and I decided to make a business together where we wanted to make and sell baby clothes. After a period of time, we kind of realised it was going to be a bit of a logistical nightmare doing that, just the two of us together. I don't know how people do it. We ended up deciding not to do it, and then so I was left with a ton of fabric that I basically just needed to sell to make my money back. So I decided to have some makeup bags made up in the fabrics and just put them on a site which I named Maggs London, and I had no idea that they would actually be popular and that people would want more of them than we actually originally had.
What do you think?
Is this for Friday?
Yeah.
Do you not think it's a little ambitious?
I've actually scaled down, mate. This was the original.
I'm not sure anyone else is going to be going on quite the same level as this.
Yeah, they're not vloggers though, are they? They go to work. They're hardened, mate. I'm not hardened. How soft these hands are.
I mean, they are baby soft.
I carried on with the makeup bags, and I had a seamstress in Soho who used to make them for me, and I used to add up all the orders and send them to her, and then Stef and I would jump on the Vespa and we'd like drive through London and go and pick them up, drive back home with them through central London, wrap them all up at home. I used to handwrite all the tags and like take them to the post office, and there was this whole like huge process that I poured a lot of love into, and it was like a third baby to me.
I need to be 6'2".
Yeah.
A little door that I can climb into, put all my covers and stuff in there, and my sheet and all my covers.
6'2".
Yeah, I don't want to be cramped up. Most tents are 6 foot, and it means I have to like slightly bend by 2 inches, and I don't like bending by 2 inches.
Okay,
Cool.
right, yeah, let's get some cardboard.
Let's go.
It got more and more popular, and it just became something that I felt I was unable to do by myself. So I took it to my management company, Gleam, who kind of took over a lot of the distribution and like management and that kind of thing. I've decided to take it back. I'm gonna do some filming of like behind the scenes of just designing things and like choosing paper qualities and like just everything that goes on behind the scenes, really. Yeah, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to anyone who has ever bought anything from Maggs London and who has supported my little online business, because it really does mean a lot to me.
Hey, could you help me out with something?
I am just going to put Rufus down for his nap. Grayson's going to play with this cardboard box whilst I put Rufus down. And then we're going to do some cooking together, I think. You're going to help me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do some chopping and peeling. Fun times.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I'm just about to write out some thank you cards and take a flat lay of me writing out some thank you cards.
And I am washing this.
And I've set Grayson up with an activity in the bathroom. Got a few 5p's there. And you're washing them, aren't you, to go in your treasure chest? Is it good? Is it a good game?
Yeah.
Maybe you should go and get all the others and wash those too.
But those aren't dirty.
Are they not?
No.
Okay. Those clean now.
Yeah. Put them in my treasure chest.
Was that fun? What are you doing a little weird shimmy for?
Tesco's only had one box, mate, so we're gonna have to go and get some more.
I've just done my little flat lay picture for my Maggs London thank you cards. I haven't edited it yet.
It'll be just like a nice little camping trip, I'm sure.
Just without the tents.
Exactly.
Rufus has now woken up very early. I don't know why he doesn't really want to nap today. And Grayson's gone to like go and play with him in the bed. And I don't think Grayson realises that I can see them on the monitor. But he's being very sweet, luckily. He's generally like really good with Rufus. Like he just loves making him laugh and like entertaining him. And yeah, he's quite protective over him, which is nice.
Right then, let's see if they got some boxes for me. Right, bigger the better. How much do you just want to jump into that?
Grayson and I are having a race. I thought I would get him out on the scooter for a little bit because we've been in all day so far. Oh my god, I'm so unfit.
There's my house for the night.
Let's see your face, come here. No, we can't keep him, he's not ours. And also I think he might be a girl because he's wearing a pink collar and he looks pregnant.
My house goes.
Yeah, you have a stroke.
I'm gonna go where he's going.
She, I think, Grace.
Why is it companies make you listen to music like this on hold?
Did you really like the cat?
In any other situation, I'd remove myself from anywhere that played this, or turn it off, or get away from it. And I had that choice. When I'm on hold, I don't have that choice. That choice is taken away, and I have to just deal with it. I don't know how we're living in 2018 and we're still forcing each other to listen to horrific hold music.
Oh, she's gonna get squashed now.
No, she won't get squashed, don't worry. She's clever.
But she's not holding somebody's hand.
She doesn't have hands, honey. She's got paws. She's finished being our friend now. Get your scooter.
Hey Tom, let's do this.
Let's do this.
I'm fucked, mate. I have never seen rain like this in my life. How am I going to do this, man? I don't know how I'm going to... I genuinely don't know how I'm going to get through this evening.
Dude, you know how relaxing it is listening, sitting in bed listening to the rain?
I literally hate you right now. Fuck, look at it, man. Look at it out there. There's a stream going down my bloody road.
We've got so far to go.
Are you really singing that?
Feel that beat. I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? I'm feeling it.
A man with duct tape is a man with everything he needs. Man, it's manageable. It's manageable.
It definitely is. This is all right. Once you got a pillow in there, that's all you need.
Yeah, pillow.
That's the most important thing. Dude, think about it this way. You see yourself as a soft southern bastard, but by the end of tonight, I think you could hold your head high as a...
hard northerner.
Maybe not quite a hard northerner. Sleep tight. See you later, dude. Bye, mate. See you Monday.
Is it raining still?
Yeah, it's pissing it down. Absolutely pissing it down. I've never even known it like this. I'm in my sleeping bag. I'm in my badly erected tarpaulin tent. It's held up with duct tape and a couple of twigs. And I think the rain's going to collect in this big dip here and probably just drench me tonight. It's bleak in here. But I suppose that's the whole point of this.
How covered up are you?
A little bit. I have tarpaulin touching me all the time. I feel like doing things like this is important. It gives you a bit more apathy, I think. I'm cold and I want to go home. My lens is foggy. I don't want to grab it with these gloves.
I love you.
I love you.
I know.
Night. Bye. I'm really happy to say that we raised just under £2,000 in the end for this Julian House charity. So I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who sponsored me to do this. We're going to make this super quick because, well...
We're both tired parents.
Yeah, we're tired, washed out parents. We need this to end. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for getting to the end of the video. Thank you to everybody who sponsored me to do last night. It was an eye-opening experience, that's for sure.
Yeah, it sounded pretty brutal.
I'm taking you with me next year. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being alive on this planet at the same time as us. Isn't that a coincidence? What are we going to say? How are we going to do this?
You're just going to end it. You're whistling on about
my
nothing.
brain has just come to a complete stop now.
Let's just end it, honey.
Let's just end it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all next week. Have a great week, guys. Bye.
You didn't say the catchphrase.
I'm not saying the catchphrase. Oh, fuck it. See you next week for more shenanigans. Yeah. We're done.